Here?
Considered like one a founding member of the Somali Community Organization of Portland, Maine, which is sort of properly called the Somali Community Resource Center. Let me first start with a brief statement of facts, trying to clarify some misconceptions about the Somali community and about the Somalis in general. All of us have probably seen violent scenes and stabbing kids and mothers and fathers in Somalia, and might therefore believe that Somalis are prone to violence, and that.
Well, the nonprofit organization is called HURO, the North African Relief Foundation, and it's a Somali Relief Foundation or Somali Humanitarian Aid Foundation, and what they do is they're right there. They have bases inside Somalia, other than the Red Cross or the Red Crescent and other nonprofit humanitarian aid, because due to the crime or the civil war in Somalia, other agency couldn't get in.
Somali diaspora, the effect that a famine has to us. This is one of his pictures that he took and illustrated by expressing what damage that a famine does. Point that will really help in home to survive. Another picture which is so amazing during the famine was this one. This one hit me very hard as soon as I saw it. The two brothers also celebrating an Eid Islamic celebration. And this is the conversation they having together. So one of them is saying, I don't think I translated it all, but one of them, this is a concept of what it says. If our father was alive, he would have bought us Eid clothes for us. And if Mama was alive, she would have dressed it for us. Traditionally, our fathers are the ones who are responsible to buy the stuff for us. And you celebrate when you take a shower. In the Eid young age, your mom is the person who wears you the brand new clothes that your father bought. So it's such a celebration and a family gathering. And imagine if you don't have both of them and you lose both of them in a famine, and you're only survivor in the famine. So that is really very powerful one. I thought I should share with you as well. Also dies in the human being, and so many diseases happens. One of the worst impacts is actually when it rains, because the disease, the cholera, the outbreak of all these things, and what it brings. We're
here to do fundraising and help Somali.
So we're here today just to to hear about the family, know more about it.
All right. So we're gonna have poetry now. So I'll be the first poet, which means I'm probably not gonna be the best one. So just bear with me, all right? So I'm gonna have two poems. My first poem is called "How Amazing Is She?" So this took me a long time to write because I'm not the best writer. So I'm just actually a part-time poet. So bear with me, all right? So she's beautiful, soft-spoken, gentle, delightful. She's more precious than jewels and diamonds. She caused my heart to be content and blessed. Well, do you know her? She knows no lies or falsehood. She ain't no cheater or flirt, just a pure lover, not a fighter. So hard to hate her, yet so easy to love her. Well, do you know her? Many criticizing her, calling her names left and right, abusing her like domestic abuse, wounding her heart with hate and jealousy, telling me she ain't no good for me, a bad girl with bad manners and bad habits that die hard and live long. Well, do you know her? She's a classy, simple, beautiful girl. She gives and gives love and mercy. I take and take love and mercy. Well, do you know her? I can't live without her. She can live without me. I'm truly in love with her. She's always there for me. She's my shining star. I'm her guiding star. Well, do you know her? I hope you find her, hug her, kiss her, because she's perfect, and her name is Somalia. Oh, come on, it wasn't that good, come on. All right, so Somalis, what can I say about you that hasn't been said before? Neglected, abused, abandoned of food aid and public services. Accustomed to being consumers of food aid and welfare checks. I'm speaking like I'm not one of you. Am I better because of my American passport or my geographic location, America? I complain of waiting at McDonald's drive-thru. All they see is gunshots and drive-bys. Bellies roaring of hunger, thirst, and hunger. Somalis, what can I say about you that hasn't been said before? CNN, Fox, Times, BBC headlines read, poor Somalis, poor refugees, poor immigrants. As they cry, scream, and shout for help and aid, we turn the channel and page, turning a blind eye on the hungry, starving Somali children and mothers whose only fault was being born Somali in Somalia. Only if their names were Michael Jackson, Whitney, and Jobs, only if they were New Orleans, Haiti, Libya, and Japan, would we cry, care, and help. One American dies, 100 cries. 100 Somalis die, 100 silent cries. Somalia famine, Somalia famine, Somalia famine. Why am I Somali? Why am I Somalis? Somalia, what can I say about you that hasn't been said before? Maybe I'm so hateful of you because I left you so young, unaware of your eloquent beauty and beaches, beautiful face, smile, language, and traditions. Oh, Somalia, Somalia, Somalia. Why couldn't I see you at your best when you were the land of opportunities, dreams, and gold? Now you became a slave to starvation and poverty, wounded by gunshots and gossip. Please cover your face. Your beauty's fading. Oh, Somalia, I hope you know that I spoke with you today. Forgive me for not being so polite and patient, but I hope you feel my pain. I'm just an American Somali boy trying to remember his beautiful mother, who he left so young, naive, and scared, in hopes of her getting better and stronger as time passes by. Because this American Somali boy only knows one mother, only knows one home. Please get well soon, Somalia.
This was the key, where the sea was bright blue and the people were true. Somalia is a name, peace was the game. Life is not a fame, that child that's dying is not to blame. Life is a struggle nowadays. Those guns started off yesterday. You're drinking chat every day, but surviving isn't the same. Somalia, what happened to you? If only the old people knew. Land of beauty, beautiful shore and sea. Land where people were free. Land with beautiful people. Land with mixture of different people. Somalia, what happened to you? I remember you were so true. Did the tribes make you blue, or do you not have a clue? Where did the peace go? Did it melt away from your heart like snow? Love and peace, now a dream. Famine of tears, now a stream. Somalia, what happened to you? The old you we love to tell, now violence and war you have fell. Somalia, where have you gone wrong? When you were once big and strong. Different style of artifacts made, day in, day out, little do they begin to fade. Somalia, so beautiful, yet regard with emotion, cries let off from cries of commotion. Somalia, what happened to you? Famine, war, carnage, violence, there, innocent beings hurt and no one cares. Somalia, I sit and dream. In my mind, inshallah, peace we shall find someday.
It was my first poem I've ever written. It's called Waiting for the Final Hour. I never knew I was gonna lay my eyes on something unspeakable. Thinking about my people, thinking about the sequel. I mean, I was only 14, going 15, trying to learn my culture and deen. if you know what I mean. Family in Gullet trying to leave in a hurry. Refugee camps cluttered with unsheltered victims. Khoya trying to feed baby Ahmed while his Owen and left collecting up their guns and grenades, going to fight for God's sake. Always fight for independence, self-determination, and progression. AK in my right hand, fighting for the motherland. Freedom will soon be near, I say to people. Think about the injustices and corruption in this world. Think about your people being hurt and nations being torn. Enjoy this time while you feel power, while we'll await the final hour. That's it. Last week, it's pretty short, so. It's called The Letter to Somalia. It goes like this. Words just can't explain the way you make me hate my own name. Qabil is so built, you were easily knocked down to the ground. Explosives wrapped around his body as if he's going to his coffin. Mother died during pregnancy. Doctors say it was cardiac arrest, but it was quite obvious it was just stress. Couldn't rest, body always tense. Said she was always blessed. But you gotta remember, life on earth is a test. Roble, suffering from malnutrition, can barely lift a finger. He is only 4 years old. No siblings left, he is next. Tears in his mother's eyes left her with surprise. Without them, she has no life. Whispers of prayers go around. She hopes it would all go away, and love, peace, and unity would come in play. People, understand that this is your people. Understand that we are all equal. It's time for us to all get along and stay strong. Together we stand, divided we fall. Let's make a change to this once and for all. Somali Hadalata.
Realize that a lot that is happening is right beside you, and that the way to change things in the world is to also be alert and active right where you stand today. So I'd like you just right now to look around and see if there's somebody near you who you don't know. And just turn around for a minute or turn to somebody beside you who you don't know. And just take a minute and introduce yourself to them. Okay, so I'm going to suggest to you that just in that moment, you have made your world smaller, closer, and more intimate. And you have increased the possibility for change. If we are to solve the problems in this world, we must first get to know each other. We must trust each other. We must care about each other. And we must love each other. So ask yourself, when was the last time I helped someone I did not know? Someone I did not know. That is how we make the world more caring. When we know we are all connected. God, Allah, did not make us different. He made us the same. But our work is learning that and understanding that and creating that in our daily lives. He gave us work to do, and you must ask, am I doing my work? We must spend less time on Facebook and less time texting. You laugh, but I'm serious. It is the time we waste doing those things that we could be focused on change. I don't mean just the people in your ethnic community either. That must not be our focus. If that were my focus, I wouldn't be here tonight. I would be sitting around with a bunch of white people, and I'd be talking about things that are white people's issues. And I'd be thinking that that's what's important, and I'd be saying, why does it matter to me what's happening in Somalia? I am not a Somali, so it has nothing to do with me, my family, or my relatives. However, in fact, it does have to do with me and my family and my relatives. Let us not forget the famous words of Martin Luther King Jr. that he gave from his jail cell in Birmingham, Alabama. Injustice any